Let us continue the topic monsoon season. Under that, children, in the last video, we have divided the Indian peninsula this southwest monsoons are divided by the Indian peninsula into two branches. They are the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. Because due to the conical shape at the southernmost part, the southwest monsoon wind is divided into two parts. One goes towards Arabian Sea side and other goes towards the Bay of Bengal. So let us start. The Arabian Sea branch strikes the west coast of India, and Kerala is the first state to experience onset of Indian monsoon. So children, the state which receives the first rainfall by the southwest monsoon wind of Arabian branch is Kerala. It brings heavy rainfall to the western slopes of Western Ghats, the eastern slopes of the Ghat, and the Deccan Plateau, which lie in the rain shadow region, receive very little rain from this branch of monsoon winds. It moves towards central and northern India, where it rains. Rajasthan does not get much rain because the Aravalli range lies parallel to monsoon winds and does not obstruct them. Finally, these monsoon winds merge with Bay of Bengal branch. Children, when these monsoon winds starts entering from the southwest part, here is standing the Western Ghat. That is a mountain, a relief. And this Western Ghat, they stop the wind to move further. And they are forced to shed their rainfall in the western coast. And this western coast receives the heaviest rainfall in our country. So this is the windward side, and the opposite side of the windward side is called as rain shadow or the leeward side. Then this leeward side receives less rainfall, and after shedding its rainfall in this region, the wind moves towards the central and the western part of our country, and here lies the Aravalli range. Aravalli range, it does not stop the wind, it does not block the wind, and rather than stopping, they lie parallel to the wind, and they help the wind to cross away from this region without shedding any rainfall. That is why Rajasthan is a desert. It does not receive much rainfall. It receives very scanty rainfall. And after reaching here, again at this place, the monsoon wind which get divided at this part into two branch, Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch, again this wind and this wind, again this Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch, they again meet here. The Bay of Bengal branch first strikes the west coast of Myanmar. Here it is checked by Arakan mountain and turns towards Ganga Brahmaputra delta. A part of it gets trapped into the narrow valleys of Garo and Khasi hills and causes very heavy rainfall in this region. Monsoon, which is situated on the windward side of Meghalaya Plateau, has recorded the highest rainfall in the world. The monsoon is then deflected westward by the Himalayas and moves up the Ganga plain, causing rainfall along its path. the states of West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Eastern Uttar Pradesh, Orissa, and Andhra Pradesh receive rainfall from this branch. So the Bay of Bengal branch, first they go towards Myanmar. In Myanmar, here lies Arkan Yoma Hill. This is a shoot of Himalaya, but as it is situated in other nation, name is given differently. So, after striking towards at Arkan Yoma, they get deflected, means they start moving from here, and they give heavy rainfall in the Ganga Brahmaputra delta, and after shedding heavy rainfall in this region, they start blowing towards the west. And the wind, as they start moving towards the west, the amount of rainfall starts decreasing, because the first place comes in its path, receives heavy rainfall, then lesser, and this region receives least rainfall. The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal branch together cover almost the entire country except Tamil Nadu. These winds are responsible for most of the annual rainfall throughout India. However, even during the monsoon season, it does not rain continuously. Heavy rainfall is followed by dry intervals. The amount of rainfall also varies from place to place. So children, we have seen that Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch, they give rainfall to almost all part of the country. But this Tamil Nadu region, they are exception. They do not get rain during this summer season. And when the rainy season comes, it is not necessary that the country is getting continuous rainfall. In between the heavy rainfall, there are some dry period. And the different region receives different amount of rainfall. The amount of rainfall is not same everywhere. Like western coast receives heavy rainfall, whereas as we move towards the east, the area receives less rainfall. Same way here, the Garokhasi Jaintia, because of them, the Monsoon receives, which is in Meghalaya, receives the heaviest rainfall in the world, whereas in Rajasthan, this is the driest place in the world. One of the driest place in the world. Now, retreating monsoon season. The month of October and November are known as retreating monsoon season because the monsoon winds withdraw from the Indian subcontinent. It is a period of transition from hot humid summer to cool dry winter. By October, as the temperature starts to drop, the low pressure zone in northern India becomes weak and cannot attract the monsoon winds. Thus, the southwest monsoon winds begin to retreat gradually. They withdraw from Punjab in late September and from Ganga Delta in late October. By nearly November, they withdraw completely from Indian subcontinent. So, retreating monsoon means withdrawing of the monsoon from the Indian subcontinent. And this period is a transition period. Means here you will get the characteristic of summer and winter. During the daytime, the temperature will be very high, and during night time, the temperature is low. So, the characteristic of both seasons you will get in the transition period. And during this, because of this rainfall, the land part now become cool, and the temperature is now not very high. So the pressure belt, which was low during the summer season, now this area is now has the high pressure belt. So the wind direction now changed, and the monsoon which was entering into India, now they start departing the country, leaving the country. And by November, this monsoon winds completely withdraws from our country. The retreating monsoon season is marked by clear sky. Why? Because now the monsoon wind has now completely withdrawn from our country or this subcontinent, and now the sky is completely clear. And a rise in temperature. Humidity is still high, but during this season, there you will find there is a rise in temperature, but humidity is still high. Humidity means presence of moisture in the air. This hot and humid weather is very oppressive and is commonly called the October heat. So during this season, as the temperature is high and humidity is also very high, so people feel some suffocation, and this weather is called as October heat. November onwards, the temperature starts to fall, temperature begins to decrease rapidly, and by December, winter sets in. So during October season, there is high temperature and high humidity. So this time it is called as October heat, and by November the temperature starts falling, and in December the winter season completely starts. During this period of transition, the low pressure area shifts from northern India to Bay of Bengal. This shift is marked by formation of cyclone. These tropical cyclones strike coastal Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, and the Ganga Brahmaputra delta, causing widespread damage. So during this winter season, as the temperature is very low, so high pressure belt is created over here, and the low pressure belt is shifted towards the Bay of Bengal. So a tropical cyclone is created which brings heavy destruction in the eastern coastal plain of our country. In this video, children, up to here, thank you. Have a nice day.